Good evening and welcome to the Darkmom Consortium for September the 12th, 2024. I am Mom, and we are joined by a very short-haired Loki today. And I'm sure we'll be listening to her in the not-too-distant future because she's being very noisy. And I see we have just an awful evening of complete any advanced or elite queue. Oh no, the horror. The horror, whatever shall we do? Let's jump down and join everybody. There we go. Ooh, well, that's interesting. Okay. Well, we are in the We Are Live channel. And I've been very... And apparently we are joined by an Id. Good evening, Id. Long time no see.
All right.
And there's the dogs.
How are my hellspawn?
Yes, they are the hellspawn tonight. Excuse me. Girls! Girls! No. I have a video clip of the Song of the Huskies that I played for them earlier, and they both just looked at the phone and went, "What?" And hopefully, maybe that will be their thing to interrupt this cycle of incessant barking. I doubt it, but it's worth a try.
Like, you're cheating on us with another dog?
I think it's more like, that's not a dog. Oh, yes, my love, that is a dog. That is what a dog sounds like. But it distracts them from their noise. Their hideous, hideous noise. What am I looking for here? I'm looking for an episode since I'm down here. A new Romulus. I might as well do an episode or a little thing here and start my dilithium hunting. It is dilithium weekend. Woohoo! Good evening, Rachel. How are you doing tonight? I have left my elite and advanced queues untouched, unsullied by human, or in this case, I guess this is human. My human Borg. Good evening, Brookie Love. All these people, what are these Romulans doing actually working? So disappointed. He's the suspicious one. Let's see if we can do something to him. Nope, 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 nope. Still counts, though. So it is dilithium weekend. It's also complete a... No, I don't want to do that. I want to do that, yes. Complete an elite or advanced queue. And I just happened to leave the fact that I need some herald ships to be done. Oh no. Whatever shall we do? Amongst other things. Nope. Man, it looks like somebody's already been here today. How dare they? How dare they do this one? There we go. That's what I expected. Stuff to just constantly respawn needs to be checked again and again and again and again. Yawning Romulans. I'm really familiar with people who yawn at work too much. But that's a different story. Sadly, it's not a story for tomorrow. I wish it was. And yes, I am sucking out a piece of candy. I've had a sore throat for about a month, and shouting yesterday, as we're going through our various practices, did not make things better. I'm going to work on the assumption it's allergies. Once we get a few more people in here, we're going to go ahead and jump into some queues.
I'll join you.
Okay. I've got a couple accounts to do it on. Let's see what we are up to here. We're at 84%. Should be 90%. Nope, I guess that was 94%. Okay, let's see what we've got there. Thank you. So it is a dilithium weekend. So doing that little, what, 90-second run there was worth 1,500 dilithium. It's 1,560 dilithium. It's not the best out there, but it's one of the good ones. I wonder if we've got that available here. Do we have it? The ore boost is here. Do I have enough ore to do that? I could. Do I have enough fleet marks to do that? I could. Alright, let's put the lithium ore boost on. So Hughes Heroes now has the ore boost running as soon as I pay for it here. There we go. So now we've got it on Starfleet Strike Group and on Lita and now on Hughes Heroes. So if you're running dilithium projects on any of these, you'll get a little boost on top of the 50% boost. So the one I'm going to start with here is defeat Herald ships, destroy Herald ships. So I think Gateway to Grethor, does that work for you?
Sounds good.
Let's see, Watchman, I'll put it on the wrong one. Gateway to Grethor. Oh, hold on. Works better if I invite people first, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I've never made that mistake before. Rachel, Brookie, would either of you like to join us for a little take on the Herald ships? If anybody else is out there and would like to join us, y'all are more than welcome. I suspect it may be a night of a lot of people are just so focused on game because we have the Red Alert going, we have the dilithium weekend going, we've got a fun Universal running. While we're on the topic of fun Universals, let's see what's coming up tomorrow for the weekend. Universal Endeavors. And we'll plug in the date, which will be September. Oh, complete. So the one for Friday is complete a random TFO. I mean, really. An advanced and elite, and then a random. Okay. I suppose there's worse things. It gives you dilithium. Yeah, no, this works fine. Anybody else want to join us? Yes, I have more accounts I have to run this on. So, Lesky at Danger Esquire says, well, I was today years old when I learned where they got all the Iconian ship names. Yeah, it's a dilithium weekend rookie, so almost everything pays an extra 50%. The only thing that doesn't is like turning in marks. And is this a weekend or is this a week for dilithium? Does anybody know?
Don't know.
Let's find out. Oh, good. If you plug it in, it just shows, it goes all the way back to 2018, but it's really hard to find it for right now. Well, it says that there's one there, and that doesn't help it with anything. What is it? Now it goes back to 2026. Good. That doesn't help either. Come on, just give me... Bonus to lithium weekend, blah, 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 through the 16th. So this is just a weekend. Sometimes, Brookie, it runs for a full week. So if you have got any of the VIP mining claims, that means they're worth, for just one round on the mining thing, 10,000. But then things like here, coming to New Romulus and running these little ground missions, they're worth 1,000 individually, plus there's the first of the day bonus, plus there's a 50% boost on it. Plus we just put on a 3.5% boost in our fleet, so yeah. Makes for a good weekend. I think it was Dante who did the last weekend at like 130,000 on one account. And technically, I do have to work this weekend, but I don't have to work a lot this weekend. Rachel, don't say anything about my working. Don't tell Rachel I have to go to work.
I'm out on the asteroid right now.
The only thing I do on the asteroid is the VIP. I don't do the regular 5, just the VIP things. Well, it looks like it's just us, so I'm going to go ahead and queue us up for Gateway to Grethor.
Good.
Advanced only, I'm not going to do Elite. Weeboo?
Wee-woo?
Weeboo. Suppose I should get smart and go up here anyway. I'm sure I've got some VIP claims. Let's see. Good. Good. Now it does it. Let's see who we've got here. We've got you, me, Dwario at Jack Slacker. We have got Davis at Wolfpack and Trawl at Trallfamador. Oh, that's good. Are you going left or right?
I'm going right.
I'll go left. I also have to do repair shields. Okay. Gee, I wonder if I can do that here. I've forgotten I'd switch this over to all phasers. So much for my Herald chips.
Reinforcements are inbound. The shipyard is secure.
Going planet side.
I will go planet side. Do a few more ships here. I got out of range.
The starbase is secure.
Whew.
The troop track.
See if I can find my special place down here. It's about here. Maybe. Let's see if it's here.
The
No,
troop transports from
no,
the
it is
starbase
not.
are moving toward the planet. Those gateways are
position. No, I'm not quite in the right spot.
The troop transports from the starbase are moving toward the planet.
No, I'm. Might have to do another something to get some damage on the ship.
The troop transports from the starbase are moving toward the planet.
Seriously, guys, don't aim for the radiation. Go around it, above it, behind it. No, we're going through it.
The troop transports from the starbase are moving toward the planet.
Without the least having to reprogram it.
My mom said I could go this way. You can't stop me. No, I don't care about that one.
I'm not crazy. My mom had me tested.
The starbase are moving toward the planet. The troop transports from the starbase are moving toward the planet.
Just realized the other person in this lane is not watching the radiation. Oh, yes they are. My bad.
From the starbase are
Sorry, Mr. Poseidon, you are watching it.
The troop transports from the starbase are moving toward the planet.
Well, I'm not taking any damage to my shields at all. This is not what I wanted.
The troop transports from the starbase are moving toward the planet.
Is there a TFO that does ship damage, or do I just have to go Ruins of Doom?
The troop transports from the starbase are moving toward the planet.
"20 seconds left here.
The troop transports from the starbase are moving toward the planet.
I'm heading back up there. If you're stupid enough to drive into radiation now, there's nothing I can do for you. Greetings, everybody out there who's joined us. I hope you're all having a wonderful Dilithium weekend.
A Herald Dreadnought has...
Did not mean to go there.
Herald ships are attacking the Starbase.
Oh, we
Dreadnought,
didn't
more
get
like a
it.
dead knot.
Yeah. Running away, chicken run. Where'd he go? An X-Knot.
Our troops have landed.
Yay! And I've got my advanced queue done. Yay! And I still have shield repairs in space. Gosh darn it. Any suggestions, everybody? What's a good one for shields other than Ruins of Doom? I'm happy to go do Ruins of Doom. Have you got a taste for something that should, in theory, cause shield damage?
Hive Onslaught?
Okay. I will queue us up for a little Hive Onslaught here.
Weeboo?
Wee woo. Let's see if this does it. Come on. I only want one of you. There we go. That five's good enough. Oops. Let's put that back while we're at it. Back you go. That is definitely not where we want to go. And we have Alexander Pike, Terul, and Kant with us.
Did you think you had destroyed me?
damage, but it killed me to do it, literally. Let's see if I can get the rest of the damage. And yes, I know standing in the middle of all of them is not smart. And there's my damage. Thank you. I'll stop doing that now. Good evening, Marhawkman. What mastery points? There's mastery points? Where's the QB? She's there. Oh. Pepsi Juju says, why would you grind mastery in the TFO when you can do it in Wanted? Or Rescue and Search?
That one is fled. Your efforts are futile. Destroy this vessel, and I will claim another.
You're not even
Is
there.
not the end.
You am invisible, lady. Alright, so. Oh, I was just hoping that I could do a TFO every day. I might accrue mastery points after a few days, but Eratus is too skimpy to matter. Let's see. Disconnected, the event one gets around 3,500. Well, it's considerably longer, Marhawkman. Back in the day, I think it was DT and I were doing mastery off of Red Alert and then a couple of patrols. And just to give it some variety. And I'm going to kick it. I'm going to switch to my other account because that needs to use stuff too. It's a gentle kick.
Okay.
It's a gentle kick. I can do the hard kick if I need to, but you're my friend. I wouldn't do that to you. Let's see. Complicados should be good here. What? You never kick somebody with your toes, Rachel. ball of the foot, heel of the foot. Toes are going to break your toes. And I can break my toes without even trying. I'm good at this. Let's see, what have we got for plasma up here? Oh, we have quite a bit of plasma. Let's take you and put you back there. And you back there. Okay. Well, I'm back to needing to do any advanced elite or Q, or elite or advanced Q. Those things, you know. One of those things. I think the issue with Eratus is you don't get kill credit for the bosses. You don't kill the bosses in Eratus. You wound them, and that's why you don't get kill credit. So taking out the Enterprise and taking out the Riskava makes no matter. It does not matter at all. Oh, love to have you, Rachel. Anyone else up for a advanced or an elite? I don't care as long as it's space. I'm not anti-ground, it's just I need some spacey damage. And I want you to know, Rachel, my first thought there was when, if you need a body, I can go, was to martial arts class? Oh, okay, but sure. So there's a term, being the uki. You're the person they're going to demonstrate a technique on, or you're the person who's going to take the hits for a class or something. Good evening, Chosen. I sent you an invitation if you want to join. And if you don't, that's okay. And if you do, that's okay too. But we have a person who's going for her black belt in about 2 weeks, so of course she was being the uki yesterday. And everybody was having to demonstrate their techniques on her. But we were playing the... But what would you do if both of your hands were broken? Martial arts approach. And how do you defend yourself when you can only use wrists and higher? It was fun. Rachel, do you have a preference on what we go for? Excuse me one sec. And Chosen has one more day left to complete the event campaign. Congratulations. Congratulations.
I mean, right?
Mar Hawkman, would you like to join us?
Yeah, I'm logging in on Zadakek,
Okay.
who is the person I was talking about earlier. This T6 mastery on the legendary scimitar. Care to guess how many total mastery points you need to go from 5 to 6?
Too many. I never look. It's just appalling when I look.
Oh, wait, that's right. It won't tell me the total number. I'm over 50% right now, and I still need 20,000.
We're going to have to do this on a private, so it should work. Because Mar Hawkman's running on a Klingon, or Klingon ally.
Yeah, Riemann. Anyways.
Rachel says, not at all, other than no Corfez. No, 4 of us on Corfez. No.
Oh, Corfez.
Nope. Do you have a
Corfez is one of those things where actually understanding what the objectives want you to do is part of the problem.
That's not always what we want to do. Does anybody have a preference?
Well,
hey,
let's
Joshua.
see here.
Congrats, Joshua. Joshua hit 750 on his endeavors on Sunday, I believe. So congratulations.
Yeah, none of my endeavors are something that you can actually do with space TFOs.
Okay.
So I guess something that does a decent amount of ship mastery points, I guess.
No, there's only 4 of us, so we're going to have to pick something. Defense of Starbase 1?
Do you want a 5th person?
Yeah, absolutely. Are you
Let
in?
me log in.
Sure.
I'll
great.
log in.
Yeah.
Are you volunteering as tribute?
He is.
Anyways,
Should I bring a ridiculous build or should I bring a really fun build?
Can you do both?
Okay, that's the Iwani on my main. Okay, fair
Let's do
enough.
that one.
hmm,
Cannon Fodder for the win.
Excellent. Excellent one. Ooh,
I thought you may be
Chosen's
happy.
Chosen's at a 5-stream streak now. Congratulations, Chosen. So you were saying, Joshua?
So you like my photo on Sunday?
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely, I did. I was going to put it up as an announcement, and Lexers had beat me to putting up everything, and so I got timed out. I'm like, that's okay. I'll go in 24 hours. Rinse and repeat. He had something else going on. Grumble, grumble,
Well,
grumble,
I'm in.
grumble.
efficient.
I'd
The
complain,
Iwani
but he's doing a
command
great job.
carrier.
All right, you have been invited there. Okay, what do you want to do, though,
Accepted.
Joshua? You want something? We need something at least reasonably big.
Okay, then. You want something reasonably ridiculous and
Mhm.
something not other than Corfez.
Other than Corfez.
Counterpoint on Elite.
And by counterpoint on elite, you mean like seriously making an effort to splat the starbase. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, counterpoint.
slap
elite
it like
is.
you mean it.
Counterpoint elite. Here we go. This is not my big tune.
Well, you
I'll
also
probably
something-
get a few mastery points off
DS9 to
of
all
this.
Alliance ships.
Well, you should get some.
Terran Empire.
And I have a carrier, so if I take all my weapons off, I won't get damaged.
Hmm. I mean, I'm flying a scimitar. That's a flight deck thingy.
This is just the little old Alliance Rex. So a little teeny
One thing-
tiny ship.
One thing that's really fun is that I have actually managed to get kills on that stupid bot Citadel thing in Borg Disconnected with the Thaleron pulse.
Oh, really?
Alliance
Because,
forces.
like,
The station is under heavy attack.
it actually has enough hit points that the player teams aren't going to just DPS it to death before I get there.
Oh, do we have a fail criteria for this?
I don't know.
Joshua, do you know if we have a fail criteria for this?
What?
Oh, if we're on elite, there's a fail criteria usually.
Yeah, I have enough.
I just want to know what it is.
One that would
Well-
make sense, although this is just me guessing, is DS9 gets to 0 hit
Right,
points.
right, that's it. It is GSA. So we can't just go from slaughter territory.
The Terrans are creating
I think I'll stay over DS9 for this run.
Okay, I'll go close some portals.
And then I'll sit between them and then just fire at will.
Okay.
What did
When
Willow
you-
do to you?
Deep Space Nine is under attack.
Do we not have portals? There's
It's like these Terrans have never seen glowing purple plasma before.
well, perhaps not biting him in the face. No. It's 3, 4. It's 4. There's one up there. no. Thank you.
Okay, I just had a closed portal interact pop up, and I don't actually remember seeing a portal.
There's one that's invisible.
Oh, like the one that this tearing cruiser came out of my scales.
There is one
Oh,
that
he dead.
Yeah, I'm dead. There is one that'll just pop up there out of nothing. And you won't see it, but it's there. It's the magic special. We got our magic 5 done.
Stupid Terrans. I flew up cloaked to the portal, and they didn't even notice I was there until
No.
I'd already closed it.
No, they don't. They don't. A lot of times they will not fire you.
Okay, watching the Black Alert trait create duplicates of a scimitar using mycelial jump to warp in and out is hilarious. Her? Oh, the enemy. Oh, right. Spaceship. I was like, why did the enemy I was shooting at suddenly despawn?
It's the end of that time frame. Now we have to wait for Lita.
Something massive is yeah. Surrender to the Terran Empire.
Hi, Lita.
Time to suffer her wrath.
Oh, that's right.
God. I accidentally happened to be at the right place. Depending on your definition of right.
And surrender.
I really wish auto launch actually worked right on. I have to say, it is genuinely hilarious just how many times we missed hearing the Emperor will crush you line
yes.
from Lita because of the fact that she normally dies before she gets a chance to say it.
At least I'm elite with this team. It's good.
We've conquered everyone else in our reality.
Oh, right. You can't fire the failure on pulse block, so being cloaked shouldn't push the button.
There you go. There's the Emperor will crush you.
Well, there. I just nuked Tarak Nor with the failure on. While its shields were down.
She says the Emperor will crush us. And it's Wesley Crusher.
Right, that's why she
That
says it.
was the joke.
That was our little hint as to what was coming.
It's just that, like, half the time, and sometimes in TFOs where I was the one killing the freaking thing, we would kill the thing before anyone ever found out.
Stop being so good. Suck more.
Make repair.
Wow, her repairs only brought it up to 10%.
Your has been disabled.
Oh, poor dear. Nope, 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 nope. We've only landed 3 teams. Great.
Well, I literally haven't had an opportunity to pick up a team, so I guess I should work on that now.
As long as we keep DS9 safe, we're good.
Oh crap, it's a fail condition if we don't get 5.
Well, we got 4. We got 2.5 minutes left.
I'm on my way to drop them off.
Okay.
Oh, it still does its auto defense laser even after I shot it full of bullets.
There's our 5.
Yeah, I actually had it spawn on top of me.
That's 6.
And then just, I like, okay, well, if I'm in firing range, well. I'm flying what many would consider to be a weapon of mass destruction. I might as well use it as a discipline.
We were having that discussion about Federation being maybe not quite the nice guys we think they are.
Yes, but I'm a Reman working for the KDF.
You get to do it.
Ooh, that's actually a really fun plot point in Stowe. Who, other than Remans, has actually canonically demonstrated an interest in Phaleron weaponry? Like, other than Remans, who has actually done stuff working with Phaleron?
In Stowe, I can only think of the Remus. We're trying to run it.
Orions. Part of the Nimbus arc is you find out
Oh,
that
that's right. The Thaleron weapons
Hassan.
down there. Right. And that whole Wastelands arc. And we got 11 teams on the way down.
What do you think of all the cannon fodder from my pets?
I'm loving it. I love the visual on it. It's just
I
delightful.
should drop off more turrets next to Iraq
died.
Nor. I genuinely have no idea how I'm not.
Ooh, it
I
took
keep
out,
hitting the turn the tide.
oh, that took out a bunch of us there.
I've nearly died like 3 times in this match already.
I'm aiming for Terraconor because the ship's going to pop in a moment. What? What did we fail?
Yeah, seriously, how is that a fail?
What did we fail?
Done all we can for now.
Like, Deep Space Nine is at 90%.
Right, that should be good enough. We've got 10 over there.
And I
But the-
just dropped off another one.
Yeah, I had just dropped off another one too. We had 11.
Is another fail criteria X amount of people still need to be alive?
Wait, so if you have a situation where only one player is alive, that's a fail. I mean, like, I know that the elite TFOs have a setting in them where if you have a full team wipe at any point in the TFO, you auto fail. I get that. I didn't get KO'd.
I didn't get killed until, just as we failed. Which, if you didn't notice, I used multiple turn the tides through that map. And multiple, damage buffs to help the team to kill stuff quicker. Because of the command ability.
Right. But you think that's like what happened was like we had at a moment like 4 of the 5 players KO'd or something, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sucks.
Just 20 more million to go, and then I'll have the Captain Alteration token.
Not
Well-
anything that's we need something that details what the fail criteria is.
I actually got like 3,300 mastery points out of that one.
Well, while that's great for you, I still have to do an advanced or an elite on this tune still because that was a fail. Oh no, we have to do more games.
How about Resistance to Starbase 1 Elite?
Why?
Why elite when you can succeed on advanced?
Because
Good
elite
point.
Yeah.
on defensive stuff.
And why Resistance to Starbase 1? When you can do ISA?
I did a random advanced earlier and got Hive.
He's trying to get some mastery points for his ship. And
Which-
the bigger
which
ones grant more
actually
mastery.
went really, really fun. Like that one was one of the slickest Hive runs I've ever done.
Admittedly, this tune is not designed for anything elite. This is
We're going to do
radio tune.
an Hive Onslaught.
We can do a high.
I should bring a tank.
Well, go get a tank. I will put together a team in just a moment. I'm going to go get some water. I'll be right back. Id, do you need anything from downstairs?
I'm okay.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Well, one of the things that was really hilarious about that one is firing a Thaleron burst into that stack of cubes and spheres, and actually hitting several of them. Boy.
Make
that-
sure I got the
that
aggro
made me-
first.
Yeah, when I did that in the Pug, that turned me into an aggro magnet really fast.
Yeah, having a tank there to gain the aggro definitely will help with that situation. Should I use the... I don't know which torp to use. I'm currently using the all torp. Should I use the dark matter or should I use something different?
What was this for?
My tank. I have the full 3-piece but all weapon set.
I don't
not
know
really
if
sure.
tanks nowadays carry a torp.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I've heard that like certain kinds of torps are actually really, really good at getting a lot of attention fast when you're using entwined tactical matrices with fire at will. So you're not actually slotting a torp spread ability, you're just spamming torp spreads you get off of ETM.
Yeah, that's what I've been...
I'm making
That's
a new
what this
team here,
ship
so
has.
don't worry.
Yeah.
So the Chosen is asking, what premium ship should I get from the event campaign? Yes.
Okay, there's 3 options. Demo's
Oh.
Pallet Destroyer,
Oh.
Mirror Warship, or Crossroad Reefer.
Yeah. Kami 3?
I mean, if you're going to ask me which one I think would be the most fun to fly, Borg Type 3.
Oh.
Then again, I like flying space whales, unlike a lot of people. So
Yeah, you
my,
have to
my,
allow,
my opinions will vary from others.
you have to allow time for that to accelerate and decelerate. The inertia is pretty impressive. Okay,
I mean, I called
You
it a
know.
space whale for a reason.
this is true.
To
question
answer Chosen's question,
Yes.
Spencer made a dedicated video about the best choices from that box.
Well, But also at the same time, it depends on what Chosen's wanting to do.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
always
True.
what it comes down to.
Yeah,
Hi-
because
hi,
it's
Huza.
like,
Or Huza.
yeah, if you want a tank, then X
Chosen,
would do.
Chosen already has the
would-
crossfield refit and the Connie 3.
You know, Hazard's talking about Gorn reminded me of the fact that we still don't have the classic Gorn battleship from Stowe.
We do not, do we?
It looks like a potato with mushrooms sticking out of it, but it's cool looking, and I want to fly it.
That's because they're vegetarians. Who's in
Of course,
for
it
this
also
one?
looks like a space whale, but I already told you how cool I am with space whales.
Like the space whales.
I'm in my tank, so if
Okay.
you need
I mean, I ironically flew the original Obelisk carrier on one of my Federation characters until the T6 ships came out. Yeah, switching to a T6 ship was the only reason I got out of that thing.
I have room for 2 more people. Who else would like to join?
I'll join.
Who are you just on Udros?
Yep.
Okay. Anybody else? We're doing this.
I'm
as
gonna
a
hang back.
Okay, this is a private queue, so Federation or KDF.
Ooh, 3 engineers, 1 KDF, 1 Federation, and 1 Romulan Republic.
this is gonna get interesting.
Right.
How about an all engineering team run? Hello?
No, engineers and tactical. There we go.
I mean, are we doing Hive?
We can do
I would recommend having at least 1 science officer, or someone flying an intel ship to do the Queen thingy. But
I don't think she's going to
technically
live
optional.
long enough for that to be an issue.
This is true, yes.
Are we doing Hive on Elite or Hive on Advanced?
I would say advance.
Oof,
Or
this is
elite.
going to be painful.
Advanced is not going to be painful. Advanced is going to be a breeze. Hive on
Feedback
Select.
pulse is going to be painful.
I mean, if it works.
We are queued. And there's no
Uh-oh.
wee woo, it'll just launch us.
I say it's going to be painful because there is no science to counter it.
Hi, Death. I
So
already
you-
had 5. I'll grab you for the next one. I promise. I promise.
Well, see, yes, but her feedback pulse is on a timer. It doesn't like insta trigger when her hull drops.
And with me
Yeah.
being here, she's gonna aggro draw on me.
Also, I
Okay.
just thought of something.
Yes.
Does a giant radiation cone attack trigger feedback pulse?
I don't know. Don't make me think when I'm playing games. Mad Dog Mikey is rating us with Party of 9. Hi, guys. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here. So the question is, what is the fail criteria for Counterpoint Elite? Because we failed it. We did,
Keeping the station's health above a certain
It was
amount.
above
Well,
90.
Yeah. Like, okay, it was... When I looked at it, it showed it exactly at 90%.
Yeah, but
which
usually
I
it
So
don't-
was like
dropped-
75.
It dropped below 90.
It didn't. That thing was doing
I-
great.
It doesn't make sense for having it 90% or higher being a fail criteria.
Strength.
I mean, like 50% or 75% maybe. 90?
You have so much.
I'm not sure I lined this up right.
I won't do what we did earlier now, because I'd be right in the middle of them so I could take some shield damage.
Well,
Which I did.
That was a board cube that popped as soon as I fired off my Thaler on it. Okay.
Oh, fun toy. And that's off your scimitar?
Yeah. The hilarious part, and this is something that is definitely not a meta choice. I'm actually using the Cardassian T6 warship set on this too. flying, I just felt like flying the Cardassian ships a lot.
Noteworthy is that Thaleron is the most potent damage source in the game, and technically could deal the most damage.
Most of the Most of the Cardassian ships look like they're being flown backwards.
They do, actually. Somebody was worried about the feedback pulse?
I didn't even get close enough to target that thing.
Well, if you kill it fast enough,
Yeah,
then
we
it
did.
doesn't
Sorry.
I
do
promise
one.
we killed it fast enough. I was not worried about the pulse.
Sorry, not sorry if I was the one that killed it too fast.
Also, I have like 2 minutes left for my Thaleron pulse to recharge, so I couldn't have Thaleroned her anyways.
So, Mikey and crew, how are you guys doing tonight? I hope you're all having fun.
Yeah, because like I fired a Thaleron into the pile of Borg cubes at the start, and yeah, the thing was over too fast.
A pile of debris formerly known as a Borg cube. All right, I'm going to go back to a different tune. Who needs to do
Okay, let's see how
what?
much mastery did I get from that. Ah, yeah, that was a nice amount of mastery.
Oh, good.
I still have like 13,000 left I need, though. I mean, I started at needing like 20 and a half or so. So, yeah, that's pretty good.
And Sav has a cheery note here. Darkness falls across the land. The midnight hour is close at hand. Creatures crawl in search of blood to terrorize y'all's neighborhood. And whosoever shall be found without the soul for getting down must stand and face the hounds of hell and rot inside a corpse's shell. Plus, check your DMs.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Thriller.
Oh, whoever is on voice is blaring loud in comparison to me. That's interesting. Let's do this in order.
Oh, yeah, it's like I turned down Joshua and Grazabow because both of them sounded very loud to me.
Okay. Graz, can you say something?
Something.
Something a little bit longer. I'm going to have Sav.
Okay, how about this?
How's that, Sav? That's Graz. Okay. It isn't saying anything at the moment. Joshua?
Testing, 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 testing.
Mar Hockman?
Testing. In 3, 2, 1.
If it was Musin, Sav would know it's Musin. So Musin's the easy one there. It's not Musin. It's pretty much everyone that's louder than you. Well.
Is it me?
When you weren't saying anything. Hang on, I can turn mine up. Is this any better, Sav? Okay. So I took my headset to Panera, of all things, because I had to do a meeting at 1:30, and we had things to do, so I took the meeting on the road and grabbed this headset as opposed to the headset I usually take on the road, and I think in unplugging it and plugging it back in, I kind of nip-dip things a little bit. So thanks for letting me know, Sav. All right, I'm back on this one. Let me grab Death for this trip through. And let's see who else is out there tonight. Death, I don't see you. Are you... Nope, Death is offline at the moment. You like your eardrums intact. You're no fun. Okay. Well, we miss you, Death. Who is up and what are we doing? Has everybody done their red alerts?
Oh, yeah.
I thought we were all going to line up and do the Thriller dance.
We can. Saf says yesterday was just a dream come true. Okay. What happened? That wasn't what I wanted. Let's try that again.
Someone made the Windows logo out of the Borg fusion cube.
Houston, are you seeing this?
Seeing what?
The Cation behind you with no torso or head.
Cool.
Yeah. I
Oh,
picked up such
oh
things.
yeah. It's the Cation Ghost.
Joshua, are you still on?
Yep.
What tune are you on?
But yeah, I saw that.
Ooh, that is sounds like fun. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I was too slow to make a picture because I should have sent that to Avatar. I mean, like, can we finally get some pieces for the aliens to look cool too?
I put one in the lounge.
There are several things in the game that we know have existed for years that have been found through various methods that are outside the ordinary and tested to verify that they are actually usable by players, but as part of the character customization thing without causing annoying bugs, and that we have never been able to use for aliens. One, there is a special kind of tail that looks kind of lizard-like and rather short that you will see on certain Federation alien NPCs. Yeah, players can't use that. Two, there's non-human hands that just don't look humanoid. Some aliens have those, and yeah, obviously players can't use those. And, oh, one of the things that got accidentally leaked recently was a hand option to actually have it so that one of your hands is cut off, which is apparently meant to be used with the Borg NPCs. But,
Oh yeah, that's been out for maybe 2 years now. I've got a Discovery alien with it.
Yeah. Anyways, but that was apparently meant for the Borg NPCs, and some of the Borg NPCs have hand options that are just weird. I mean, like there's the 7 of 9 hand thing, but there's several others that some of the Borg use that players don't have. Other alien options is the ability to have Elachi legs, because Elachi use something similar to a standard walking animation, except their legs are not shaped the same way as a humanoid's. More like Acacians, honestly, but you know.
Trying to get an answer for their Chosen. Chosen wants to know if the new meta event is coming out for console next week. I had thought I read that it is, but I'm trying to find something that not next week. What's coming out next week for console?
Next week, console gets what we're currently doing.
Okay, but they haven't gotten the 5th meta event yet.
I think they are getting the maybe next week.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
I
want to say it was Trizander who mentioned it.
Yeah,
my understanding from reading the blog multiple times as I was preparing to do a video is that on PC we're getting the new Borg TFO next week, and then it'll be the week after for console.
Right, but there's still one full meta event behind us.
Well, that should be a meta event for them.
I think.
Okay. Yeah.
I think we're going to get the new TFO next week.
Right, we are getting the.
They're going to get the meta, which will both end in the middle of October, which will be the Halloween event for both.
Okay, well.
Yeah. Sav agrees. It's usually 2 to 3 weeks behind PC. So yes, Chosen. If I've heard correctly, yes, you will be getting it shortly.
Pondering that the implications of that thing, I actually went to the time and effort of making fresh screenshots, trying to puzzle out the implications of the tiny bits of text they gave us talking about the 2 new patrols. I did notice something that is interesting.
Yes.
The control-based one. It has a
Mm-hmm.
picture of a Vovin in it. Do you know why?
'Cause?
The background lore on the Vovin is that it was a gift from an alternate reality version of the Iconians who we made contact with via the Aetherians, and they gave it to us as a thank you gift for helping them with their version of the Borg. We've never actually met those people in game. And a Vovin NPC ship is part of that patrol. And we have to save it from the Borg.
Mm-hmm.
Makes me wonder if this was originally written to be like maybe before summer, but
yeah, I think so.
rescheduled or something.
So the patrol is out of control, saying when an Iconian vessel is stranded in an unstable gateway in the Cytor system, you must respond to a Thacine phase request for help and defend the vessel for as long as it takes to free the ship, whilst avoiding annihilation at the hands of the devastating, never-before-seen Borg cube weapon. Do you have what it takes to confront, yes, I can say English words, the Borg head-on and demonstrate once again that resistance is never futile?
Yeah, that's one of those things that caught my attention. That is that okay? It says something that there's a new version of a Borg cube. Cool, whatever. That's nice and mysterious and stuff. What solar system is this?
That one's going on Cytor is what it is. Sitor.
Yes, that's the name of it.
Yes. And that's all I know.
This is the one you go to when you're hunting down Sela, when you're trying to do that mission where you go find Tasha Yar.
Oh,
yeah. This is the one where you go to an old Tal Shiar base that Sela and her allies cannibalized for parts. And I think I actually found the giant donut-shaped asteroid that the Vovin is shown stuck inside in the map.
Okay, is that the one where... Is that the ground mission one, Survivor, or is it a different one?
Well, this is the precursor to the ground mission, Survivor, yes.
Okay.
It's like it has several stages. First you have to find Sela, then you and Sela go to the a planet on the ground. Well, this is the space part where you're still finding Sela.
Got it.
It's like you fight some of her ships, one of them runs away, and you chase its energy trail that flies straight through the center of that big donut-shaped asteroid.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's that asteroid that they have in the screenshot.
Oh, well, that would make sense. They use that asteroid actually in a number of locations.
Notably, this is the same size and shape of asteroid used in the Bria system when the Iconians abducted Sela in the first place.
Uh-huh.
You know something crazy?
What, that we should be playing a TFO?
I'm only 7 TFOs away from completing this reward on the Gamma Recruit.
Excellent.
Good.
7 TFOs. Who else wants to join us for this last one? Not this last one, this next one.
That'd have been a very short stream if that was your last one.
No, it's not my last one. No, it's not a short stream. That's an hour and 15 minutes, but yeah, it's shorter than most in the evenings.
My observations on the other one are a bit less poignant.
Well, let me get a team going here. Musin, Id, Rachel?
No, I'm going to hang back.
Okay. Rachel, Musin?
Sure,
Okay.
I'll come.
What one do you want to do, Musin? It's too late to
doesn't matter.
Wahahaha. Anybody? Anyone got a preference?
How with honor?
Sure.
I don't think I've ever tried doing that in a scimitar. This might be interesting.
At least you have a Romulan battle cloak.
Oh yeah, that's something that I have tested to be incredibly useful in that mission.
Or you do what I do and solo normal and basically whoop Theolarchi's butt with the most powerful vessel in the game, the Inquiry.
I mean, on the
what?
Upside, didn't they fix it so that the turrets stop respawning? Because that was the part about the original version of To Hell with Honor that was seriously annoying. Is that you fly around blowing up the turrets. Like, okay, we killed those. Like, oh wait, they respawn.
They're
after
special.
a bit?
They're special.
So, the
Go.
most powerful ship in the game,
Yes.
It was.
I would actually say that
Ooh, that
that
was
is
good.
the scimitar.
I like that. I like the people beaming in ahead of the ships again.
Yeah, but that's not something that you're going to get as the bonus from this event, though. You all true Klingon? No, I'm not Klingon. Oh, hey, we even have a Jim Hadar on this team.
Okay, I'm going to Epsilon here.
Okay.
Which is the left one?
So one to the right, back to the right.
Right. Epsilon's to the right. I'm going left.
I'm just gonna go shoot things. When I figure it out, I'll let you know.
Oh, actually, you know what? This ship doesn't have a Romulan battle code. Scimitar actually has its own version of battle code.
I don't know what weapon that is, but I truly hate it.
I told you to stop being full impulse. Wow, that hurt. The Thaleron pulse killed all but 2 of the things instantly.
Ooh. Howie. Just got Delta left here.
Oh,
Apparently missed something at Delta.
ball? What?
Oh, wait, no, never mind. You're right. There is something at Delta. One of the lower bird of prey.
There it is, yeah.
I
It's 2
didn't
back
have line
here.
of sight of.
Yep, they're on the backside here. Okay, now the Lucara. There she is.
No, I will give her a Patox death, because that's what she is.
She gets about as dead as she's gonna get and just leaves.
I have to say, Cloak Barrage is a fun trick.
Is this elite?
No, this is just advanced. Had I realized it was going to be this smooth sailing, I might have gone elite.
Poor Klingon, he's just not talking fast enough.
I don't even know why I try to show up here. Everything's already dead when I get here.
Ooh, Monbosh battleship. That thing's not dead yet. You can eat plasma
Ow.
torpedoes.
What happened, Newson?
Oh, I'm squish.
Don't do that.
Oh yeah, that's right. What makes Scimitar Cloak different from regular cloaks is that I don't have my shields drop if I
Right.
cloak in combat. That poor Yarn Flash.
Well, that was easy. Where did your lure go? Well, that was worth 1,000 to lithium. I'm not going to say no to that.
Okay, so currently we have 1, 2, 9, 4, 4. And quick warp out, and then see.
Rachel, I just sent you an invitation if you'd like to join us.
Wow. Okay. That apparently only gave me around 400.
It was pretty easy, you have to admit that. Do you want to try defensive Starbase 1 and see what it gives you?
Sure. Yeah, I have to say, it was kind of hilarious that it wasn't until the Yoglash had spawned and I knew the thing wasn't going to last long enough for me to charge the Thaleron Pulse, that the Thaleron Pulse had actually recharged after using it to blow away most of the ships at Delta.
Rachel, I sent you an invitation, but if you're in something, just let me know.
Yeah, that was a really, really fast run.
It was. Oh, now that everybody's picking their own base and wiping it out, it goes fast.
I think I was just drawing too much aggro without a tank present next to me.
I mean, like, those turrets, if you can't get away from the turrets or just kill them all, the turrets will chip damage the shit out of me.
Chosen is asking, should I get the
I know.
Sagan class or the Excelsior 2 for the event? Depends on how you like to play. I'm going to go ahead and queue this up. This is Defensive Starbase 1 Elite. Because we can.
On the upside, this isn't the Borg version, right?
Right.
The Borg version, I'm almost willing to say that for the Borg version, you need crap like tractor beam repulsors to keep the spears away from the colony ships.
We haven't had much of a problem with the Borg cubes. Chosen, I have a soft spot for the Excelsior, but it's a bigger, heavier, slower to accelerate ship. So it depends, I think, a lot on your gameplay.
Well, I mean, because like the thing is that the spears have that anti-protonic blast power, and that's what the issue is that they use that anti-proton blast power, and it will do devastating damage to the NPC ships.
Yes. So protecting them becomes an important part of it.
But it's like it's an AoE blast that's triggered by you killing the spear.
Yeah.
So you have to force the spear to be out of the blast zone.
Also, tethered baryonic asteroid works really well to drag them away.
Well, this is why I was mentioning tractor beam repulsors. So you just use tractor beam repulsors, and all of the Borg are not here. I mean, obviously there are other options as well, but yeah, that's what I was bringing up.
So Chosen says, I'm looking for a successor for my Odyssey class USS Bedford 1. So he's going between the Sagan and the Excelsior.
Well, my first character ever used to fly the original prototype Odyssey until T6 ships were introduced to the game. And she currently flies a legendary Galaxy X.
Hey Joshua, is that you with the cannons?
Pardon?
Is that you with the cannons? No, it's Rachel with the cannons. Rachel, those are sexy cannons.
Mixed on the ship.
Oh, Rachel's got some gorgeous cannons. Just
I'm using Polaron.
Everything.
Dang it! They have me.
They gotcha.
Yep.
So is an ex-Odyssey man then, Marhawkman? What would you think, Sagan or Excelsior?
I have had a lot of fun with the Excelsior. So that is certainly a option.
Wow. That's impressive.
Okay.
Death by 1,000 cuts.
Reading some heavier ships incoming.
It happens.
The ship itself might be good. I'm not so sure that the trait or the console on the Sagan are really that well. So I personally would say the Excelsior 2, because then you get a little thing for team build rather than shield oriented traits, which unless you're playing a shield tank you're not going to use. The Sagan ship itself looks good though as a platform to build on.
Hey Cliff, how are you doing tonight?
Ooh, you know what? One thing that would be a really good thing to use for the Borg version of this, and something that I am utterly ecstatic got several years ago, made to be no longer the Daradex exclusive, is Projected Singularity.
Well, I like Projected Singularity, but I have not used that in a long time.
Well, I use it a lot because of the fact that I've literally flown almost every Romulan ship that has ever existed in this game.
Oops,
Why? Because I love Romulans.
Well, yeah, it's because you're smart. Romulans are wonderful.
But like, Projected Singularity was one of my favorites because the fact that it does the whole like forcing enemies to cluster thing like Gravity Well does, except it forces them to cluster in whichever direction your ship is facing when you fire it.
And how is the Dark Mom today? The Dark Mom is fine. Thank you for asking.
Okay, so the trade for the Sagan, feedback pulse and reverse skill polarity trigger each other.
That does sound like fun for a tank.
And
sounds like kind of feedback pulse for yourself is actually like not as OP as it is used against you.
Oh, that's true. Like that's one of the things the devs actually explained in one of the 10 Forward live streams back when we actually had dev interviews for those, is that NPCs have their outgoing damage scaled up based on mission difficulty, and that applies to feedback pulse damage. It's like percentage of damage received, but then that percentage gets kicked up by the NPC damage modifier.
Yeah, NPCs use feedback pulse 5, where we can get feedback pulse 3.
Well, and there's that, because feedback pulse 5 gives them a higher base damage amount anyways, then that gets upgraded. Yeah, you see where this is going. Stupid place is.
Calculated broadsides for the Excelsior reduces aggro and better broadside from fire at will and or intel.
Yeah, and it comes with a console that just shoots beams out all over the place.
That's the Excelsior 2. I thought that was the Connie 2 from the Kelvin timeline.
No, I thought that was the Excelsior 2.
I think one of them has the beam overload fire at will console, and the other one.
Okay, so the Excelsior 2 has experimental power redirection.
Yeah.
And the Sagan has harmonic shield barrier.
Oh, those flagships now joined us.
Oh no, what are you doing? Wait.
If you want to fail on pulsing, go ahead.
Oh crap! Actually, that exploded that time. I was like, oh, I should get miraculous repairs. Wait, no, not fast enough.
Yeah, no, it's the Excelsior 2, which comes with that console that swaps between beam overload and fire at will 3, and just starts shooting at everything at plus 60% weapon damage.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'd advise the Excelsior 2 if you want pieces for builds. The Sagan, though, is still a solid platform to build something on.
Like a tank?
Yeah, but the Sagan's trait and console focus too much on shields, which is sort of, held back by the fact that shields are particularly worthless unless you focus on building a shield tank and not just any tank.
Okay, so 1, 2, 5, 6, 4.
This car's now 90,000 dill? Or?
Feels good.
Because what I'm trying to do, Darkmom, is build up enough dill so I can T6X2 the newcomers' fleets.
So that was about 3,200.
Okay.
This rate, I need to do 3 more TFOs.
No problems. Joshua needs to do them for something too. Somebody pick one, and I will queue it up.
Okay, then, since Mahawkman is so fascinated with it, the other Starbase 1. The resistance of Starbase 1, just for the fun of it.
Advanced, sure.
Advanced, I'm doing
that
it.
That scares me.
Not doing that one on Elite. Oh, we are assembled. Let's see. Cliff says they are both nice ships, however, they don't have any customization options. That's a good point. But if that's not going to be your ultimate ship, if you're just getting it so you can get the parts and pieces off of it, yeah.
Yeah.
See, the one thing about that vessel, the Excelsior 2, I will use the vessel as well as the Sagan.
Oh, this is hilarious. I'm standing next to someone who made a character who's a duplicate of Commander Call from the Dyson Sphere. I have no idea why someone would want to make a duplicate of Commander Call, but he did.
Because they did.
Actually customized the face to look right, too. Just occurs to me, Admiral Smythe?
Admiral who?
Smythe. The briefing for this is Admiral Smythe.
Children. That's enough.
The dog's trying to eat your guide desk again.
You know what always struck me as kind of like odd is the sheer amount of admirals that they actually have in the Federation. How they get anything done but have to like
So
sit
true.
around the table. Like
That is so true.
So it's just like the Empire.
different. At least with the Empire, they give everybody a little section that they are responsible for, and they're sent off there.
Well, see, in Star Wars,
Star Trek, they all sit around at ESD, at Earth.
and one of the differences with Star Wars is that they actually have proper fleet admirals in Star Wars, where you have a group of 12 ships that's properly assembled into a fleet, and then you have an admiral who is personally overseeing the operation of that fleet.
Yeah, and they have like little local power structures that only answer to the Emperor.
Well, if you consider the concept of having a huge amount of area controlled by lots and lots and lots of smaller groups, and only the leader there is responsible for answering to the grand leader, the emperor, if you will, makes perfect sense. It's how Rome worked for a long time.
Yeah, it's like each individual region of space has its own, political leaders, and the Imperial Space Navy isn't directly connected.
Well, that was fun.
They just show up at the behest of the planetary leader that they left in charge. But with Starfleet, they just all sit at Earth Space Dock making calls and doing their jobs from behind the desk.
Think not all of them are actually at ESD, but the majority of admirals in Star Trek are not,
They don't show up with a
mobile.
fleet.
Yeah, it's like most of them stay at some starbase.
There's only one time that I can really remember that an admiral in Starfleet showed up with his fleet. That's when Riker showed up in Picard with that whole fleet of copy-pasted ships.
Well, okay, there is a different analogy, but that the other analogy is arguably a war crime against the Borg, and that was Admiral Janeway.
But who cares about a war crime against the Borg? They're the Borg.
And technically speaking, it's only a war crime the second time.
Okay,
well,
so
I'm just pointing out that Janeway did actually do things personally as an admiral.
Too personal. She didn't even have the support of the Federation on what she was doing.
Yeah, okay, that is a good point. She wasn't leading a Federation task force.
Yeah. Now, there's this little thing about a Star Trek card game by Decipher Inc. I don't know if you've ever played that.
I have
But
not.
in that, there are several rules if you're playing certain factions. Namely, Klingons can attack everyone, including other Klingons. Romulans can only attack other factions. The Federation is never allowed to initiate attack, unless it's the Borg. If the Borg show up, the Federation suddenly gets to throw all their peace-loving ideals overboard and start firing.
Out the airlock.
We come in peace, shoot to kill.
Yeah, but you can't attack the Klingons unless they attack you first. You can't attack the Romulans unless they attack you first. You see Borg, and you can go chase them down.
Unless you have the Section 31 expansion.
I didn't play that expansion. By then I had
This is the game where people
games.
started the game by placing a bunch of cards in a line to create a map to play on.
Yeah, you create your...
I've never actually managed to figure out how to play that right. I bought a bunch of decks and random cards for it back when the Wizards of the Coast brick and mortar stores were going out of business and having clearance sales.
Yeah, so you create a space line. Each player takes 6 locations. Underneath those locations, you seed dilemmas. Those dilemmas need to be solved by making the quota of that. Each dilemma has its own requirements. Some require treachery,
Another
others
thing,
diplomacy.
one of the things I remember from that is that different factions would have different concepts of starship cruising.
Yeah, yeah. Klingons can be like have the easiest to cruise ships. So Klingons get a whole bunch of universal ships, which means you can have more than one, and their ships can be crewed by one staff member. While Federation ships are usually you need 3 staff members aboard before that thing can fly. But its shields and weapons are
Did you
higher.
remember the requirements for Borg ships?
That was dependent on what kind of drones you needed. Either tactical, science, engineering
Borg
drones.
ship had special crewing requirements that were basically like passive abilities only Borg would have. So you couldn't just like have a bunch of Federation people flying it unless you had those Federation people have equipment played to them to give them Borg implants or something.
Well, the Borg themselves, so each card has this little symbol, either a big star, a small star, and in the case of the Borg, little colored dots. And those little colored dots are the requirements to pilot the ships.
I didn't even get there in time to shoot my good toys.
Sorry.
Meh.
Right. But what I was saying about the Borg thing is that because of the way that worked, you basically had to change non-Borg crew to give them the ability to count as crew on a Borg ship.
Well, you had to assimilate regular staff to make them Borg.
Yeah,
and
because otherwise they can't interface with the ship's control boards or whatever.
And the Borg had this this goal, assimilate counterpart, at which they had to select one of the opponent's crew members, then go over, capture that crew member, and assimilate them. And if they do, they win the game. While other factions had to achieve 100 point value by solving dilemmas and stuff. And that's really hard when the Borg's chasing you.
Oh, that one didn't actually give me as many as I was hoping for.
The real funny thing is, though, if your opponent, for example, was playing Romulans, and you'd see dilemmas under the missions that they would want to do that require honor. Because there's very little Romulans with honor. They'll never get past that dilemma.
Well, I mean, also there's stupid bullshit like a dilemma that requires archaeology as a
language.
A dilemma that requires archaeology as a skill is a dilemma that is easiest passed with Federation personnel because they have archaeology.
Exactly why I was mentioning it. But yeah, it's like this one of those things where it's like you see dilemmas that your crew can easily overcome.
I'm gonna hop off a bit.
And
have a great night, and thank you for being here.
Things that would actually be difficult for you to do.
I'd usually see a Borg cube on a mission that was really expensive, so that the Borg cube itself could be blown up if you knew it was there. If you didn't know it was there, it'd pop out and be an incredible problem if you weren't prepared. But
There's also a card in the game where I'm not 100% sure I ever fully understand how this worked, but I think what it is that you play this card to put a Borg boarding party on an opposing ship, which
yeah.
will do combat with the enemy crew, but the strength of the combat is based on how many of the boarding party cards you play on the enemy ship, I think it was.
Oh, that's the rogue Borg that Lore could send. So
Oh yeah, that's what it
the
was.
more of those cards you had, they had a multiplication factor that worked on a curve. So one card, they'd be like one each. Two cards, they'd be two each. Three cards be three each, but that's already 9. Because
Yeah,
it's
that's
3 times 3. Yeah. And if you had lore in play, you could double that ratio, I think.
Yes, but we're not playing that game. What would you guys like to do? I've got time, I think, for one more TFO tonight.
Uh, They had an interesting thing, though, where the original set had one Leah Brahms.
I'm just going to put us in a mission and not tell you guys.
Actually, you know what? We could do ninth rule because
Okay.
then I could talk to people about the utter bizarre nature of the Kinger system while we're sitting around staring at
Because
it.
we're going to be dealing with the Kincher system again soon. Do you want to do it on advanced or elite?
Let's go.
Which one?
Advanced sounds good.
Okay. If you are joining us, come to the 9th rule. We will meet you all there.
Looks like there was a fight here recently.
That's interesting. It didn't pull it from the private party, so let me do that as a new invitation then.
So, small thing, that card game had a holographic Leah Brahms in the original set. And then in the unlimited reprint, where they changed the color of the border, they actually added a second Leah Brahms card, which was the actual Leah Brahms.
Marhawkman, we can't pull you into 9th rule. You're KDF allied.
And you're not.
No, we're all Federation. That's where we're TFOing.
The Carter is ready to assist you.
It was my actual first collectible card game before I got into Magic the Gathering.
I think it was somewhere around like 4th or 5th or 6th on my list, which is part of the reason why I didn't spend all that much time playing
Graz
it.
and Rachel, why don't we go ahead and just destroy this because we're here. And we will continue to hear about card games.
Anyway, so the since you're in the system and can look at it, notice the star.
Yes, I did notice the star. The neat, cool star with all the radio.
If you
the
read
magnetic.
the story blurb about the history of the system,
don't leave the green circle till it tells us to.
Galaxy map. It tells you that sometime around 6,000 years ago, the star collapsed and that killed off all life on the prime planets, which is the one you're next to. Here's the part about this that's utterly screwed. When you look at the Kinger system on the galaxy map, the star is yellow.
Yes.
It's like a yellow main sequence star, not a red angry mangled mess. And also the planet doesn't look like a burned out wasteland. It looks like a standard class M planet.
Yes, it does.
Which makes me wonder why. Anyway, though, it's like the way the system looks on the galaxy map matches the way that it was described as having looked 6,000 years ago. Oh, you got Orions. I see you're fighting potato chips.
We do have Orions. Potato
what's
ships?
What was arguably the hardest ship to crew? The Enterprise from All Good Things, Green South.
The Enterprise X.
It had the hardest crew requirements because it needed 4 crew instead of 3, and 2 of those had to be alternate universe personnel.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's like some of the ships in that would actually have requirements of like what race.
Yeah. But you couldn't just play alternate universe personnel. You first had to open a portal to alternate universe content by playing something like a cube door. Oh yeah. Yeah,
like,
that thing wasn't easy to play.
One of the things I found the most fascinating is the fact that the game has in it a non-faction of neutral races that are where you put all of those NPC of the week, but you get to play as those.
Cardassians, indeed the one-off races, the Rushnok ship, the Miradorn Raider. That was all like non-aligned factions.
Yeah, and some of those ships had some really screwball crewing. If I remember
Not
correctly.
really. Only Gumto really, which required 2 times telepathy, which basically made it so that the only characters that could pilot that solo were Maquis and Waxana Troy.
Maquis is anything like Maquis? Or is it different?
Basically the big brain guy who like goes off with the ship in Tin Man.
Ah.
Yeah. That's he was Betazoid.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to try one more there, Mar Hawkman, and see if we can actually make it happen as a TFO?
They did some weird stuff like the Kivas Fajo collection, which was a dozen cards with higher quality that you had to buy as a separate set for really high price.
Let me restate that. Mar Hawkman, would you like to do one more TFO?
Sure.
What one would you like to do?
I don't know, something that actually gives you a large amount of...
Well, what's done your best tonight?
Honestly, the best I've actually gotten was Hive.
I'm sorry, it was Hive?
Yeah.
We are queued. Hive's fun. Let's see if it sends us off to do Hive.
Yeah, because one of the things that's interesting about the Kinger system is that the 2 patrols in the game currently related to the Kinger system are both piracy themed. The first one is a Federation science teams dispatched a bunch of remote drones to the system to study it. And they're like, oh no, our drones aren't responding. Could you please go find out what happened to our drones? And then you find out there's something like Orion pirates in the system, and that the Orion pirates hijacked the drones because they didn't want the Federation finding out they were there. And then there's, Ninth Rule, which I'm genuinely not sure that the original mission involving Kinger actually had it look the same as Ninth Rule.
No. Though that does go back a ways, but I don't remember it looking like that.
I am the collective.
Is this advanced?
Yes, it is not elite because there's only 4 of us.
Okay.
It's not that I didn't think we had the capabilities, but with 4, yeah, maybe that's a bit
Yeah,
much.
that would be pushing it for elite.
Yeah, especially since this is not an elite level ship.
Well, that was a satisfying explosion.
Ooh, no. Oh.
Okay, Spears, get off.
No. I'm out of the way, and now you kill me? Pfft.
Okay, seriously. Those
Hi, WC.
I had enough spears next to me that I physically couldn't move.
Yeah, they like to do that.
Of course, having the giant scimitar wings makes that worse, but still.
It's not our fault. You know? If they didn't want to get blown up, they shouldn't have come over to visit. Totally on them. Great. Thanks, WC. My French sucks, and you're doing French.
Oh, the state is mine. No. He said the state is me. I am France. Is basically what he's saying.
Thank you.
Because yes, I do kind of sort of speak French.
I can read a menu. Give me cooking terms, give me ingredients, give me things to do in the kitchen. In French, I'm fine. If we get past that, I'm not so fine.
Your efforts are futile. Destroy this vessel, and I will claim another.
Yeah, let's see what goes first, her or us. Waha, ha 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 ha.
Eternal! This is not the end.
Cliff says, Parlez-vous français?
Oh boy.
I have to say they have earbuds that have the translator module in your phone, and you can use them for basically live translation through your phone in foreign languages.
Oh yeah, kind of like that thing from that one Star Trek movie.
Or kind of like a Babelfish.
We all need more Babel fish.
Because you remember how in that one Star Trek movie he had that big disc thingy he was holding up to his ear, and the Klingon's like, God, come on, quit stalling. We know you actually speak Klingon. You don't need the translator.
Star Trek 6.
Yeah, we were just watching that the other night. All right, I'm going to get out of here, everybody, because I actually have to go to work tomorrow, which is a whole story that we don't want to go into. Rachel's going to fix me from not having to ever go back to work by convincing me to actually retire, but that hasn't happened yet. Take care, everybody, and let's go see if we can raid somebody super quick. Does anyone know if anyone's on tonight?
I was thinking about streaming tonight, but I really don't.
Are you on? I'll raid you.
Endeavor is streaming?
Yeah.
Endeavor's on?
Well, Medic's also on.
Okay, well, we haven't raided Endeavor in quite a while, so let's go give Endeavor a raid. Make sure he's still on. There he goes. Oh, he's over doing Undine Assault. Cool. All right, so on behalf of the Darkmom Consortium, I want to thank everybody who joined us tonight to come out to do the dreaded Universal endeavor. Have a great night, everyone, and we will see you tomorrow night. Take care. So long, farewell. Yeah, Loki needs to go out. Bye-bye.